Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Tilly at your service. Today we're taking a look at the orange and red Carcharodontosaurus. These are all the orange and reds in the game. Now I've had to MacGyver a little bit because I had to figure out a way where I can show you all of them in one go rather than making them in two parts. It just makes the most sense to put it in the same video basically. So the floor on the other side is matching up with the floor on this side, which means it's not matching up with our little thing in the middle. It looks a little funky. Makes me a little bit almost seasick looking at the floor, but we'll do. What don't we do to put up a decent video? Now, because they're on two different sides, lighting is not going to be optimal. I've done sort of so the light is on the right side simply because they are darker. They are darker than the left side. But yeah, let's go. We have 10 is the first one, color number 10, which is like a light orange. We then have 21 is the next guy. 22 is the guy after that. Quite a deep browny orange. We then have 44, which is like a fire red. I love this color. It's one of my favorites. Then we have 43 is the next guy. And we then have 42. Slightly brown. Like browner, I'd say. And then we have next to that we have 217, which is the guy straight in front of me. Those are also like nigh identical, so are very much alike is what they look like in this color as well. I think as well as this next color, which is like 77, but I think 77 is slightly more yellow. Yeah, it is. So 42 to 17, 217. Those are the two that's very much alike. 77 is more yellowy brown. Well, yellowy, orangey, brown, whatever. We then have next to 77 to 8, which is like a very vivid orange, lighter orange. It's the guy in the middle. My screen. We then have 222 next to that, which is this guy. And then, well, 222. And then we have the last one is 76, not 67. Which is this guy. Now I'm angling in this like this way simply because the lights hits them a little bit from this side, but not at all from the other side, which is why they're not straight in front of me like I usually do. Yeah, like I said, you can peep some of my base in the background. I don't even know if I think I've done one. But yeah, so there's some shadow mains. We have some gadgets over there, and some more shadow mains, and some other secret stuff that I'm working on. And then a Carcharodontosaurus. Actually, that's one of the cotton candy ones, which I'm super duper excited about. They're so pretty, so pretty. They're awesome. They're turning out lovely. I'm super excited about the cotton candy one. It might actually be the first collection that I'm putting up. That's how excited I am about it. So, we'll see. Anyways, let's get to the rest of these. So we have it all covered. I said 76. So we got 75. That's the first one. We then have 74. Next to that, and then 73, super pretty colors. We have 72, also one of my faves. We have 221, which is like, I think it's the brick dye. And then we have 71, it's the next guy. Now, obviously, all of these three are kind of very much alike. And I'd say you probably wouldn't have to save all three. As you can see, 71 is slightly deeper. I'd say 221 or 221, however you want to put it. It's kind of like in the middle of the two. And then 72 is the slightly lighter one. But like all three of them are very much like in the same vein and very much alike. So if you have Dino storage, either one would probably work. And you definitely wouldn't have to save like 221. You wouldn't have to save that. You could just save the 70 because it's enough between those. Saving like the 72 and 71. Right. Then we have 70, which is like a raspberry red. And 69. 70 and 69 I always put in the red and orange, but I also put it in the pink and purple. Because technically you could argue either way. We then have after 69, we have color number 1 and 212, which is what I usually call the neon reds. You only have to save one. You don't need to save both, they're identical. We then have 12 next to that. 19. We got 17, also one of my favorite colors. And the deepest, apart from 69 over there, the deepest red in this game is 20. Which is also one of my favorites. To be fair, in the reds, oranges, it's not really my, so pink, orange and yellow isn't really my thing. It's not what I vibe with or what I like. There are some oranges that I don't mind, like 75. Or like some orangey reds that I don't mind either, I'd say. But I don't think you can go wrong with majority of the reds in this game. Majority of the reds in this game, I don't think you can go wrong with. Whether it's out of the 70 line, you only really have one in the 40, and you have some in the earlier, like 19, 20, 17. You can't really go wrong with the reds, I think, in this game. They're all pretty in their own way, even if they might lean more towards the rusty reds, or like brownie reds, warm reds, or if they're leaning towards pinky, cool-toned reds, or like even the true reds there are in this game. Like all of them are stunning. They did a really good job with them. Also, the Carcharodontosaurus is mutating splendidly. They're beautiful. The colors are mixing really well on them. So yeah, I'm excited for the collections. But yeah, that's been all for me today. These are all the reds and all the oranges. If you like this, give us a like, comments down below. How do you feel about the Carcharodontosaurus? Do you like them? Would you make a red one? Or do you have something else in mind? Let me know down below. And then subscribe if this is something you would like to see more of. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.